143 days, gentlemen. It has been 143 days that I have been on this semen retention journey. And man, I'm not gonna lie. Today was very, very difficult. Almost broke the streak. The cleaning lady that works in my building, we were in it was a very, very weird situation. Weird in a good way, but weird nonetheless. Basically, if I wanted to handle some business, I could have. And what I want to talk about tonight are just trials that a man has to pass. And I'm going to tell y'all some stories of me when I was younger and how I always failed these trials. And I want to give you all motivation, and I want to give you all the knowledge that you need to push forward in times like this. So like I said, normally, we would just shoot the breeze, and she's been in my house like once. And then today, she just came and she wanted something to drink. I gave her something to drink, but she was just staying around for a long time. She ended up staying for like a while, and I just saw how the conversation was going. And I was like, okay, I know exactly where this can lead. And that's the thing about it. I kept tempting fate. And if it wasn't for my integrity, I would have done it. And the reason why I didn't do it was because I would have had to make a video saying, hey, I relapsed. I had sex with the cleaning lady. I would have had to do a video like that because this is raw and uncut. I cannot lie to y'all. I have to shoot it to y'all straight. Iron sharpens iron. As men, we have to hold each other accountable. So nothing happened, and I gave myself a pat on the back. But just as a disclaimer, I can't allow myself to get tempted like that again, because I may not have the willpower. I won't have the willpower, so I'm not going to allow myself to be put in that position. So let me fast forward back in time. And a lot of y'all can relate to it. A lot of y'all might not be able to at this point in time in your lives. But let me tell you, you have to realize that women are challenges. Or let me rephrase that. Women are manifestations of a challenge, because you'll be on your walk, you'll be handling business, mashing, and then a woman will come along. And then a woman will come along and knock you right off the horse. I'm not talking about the woman. I'm talking about how you'll lose sight of who you were because of who you're with. This happened to me so many times. I would get this girl, amazing girl, banging body, you see what I'm saying? And she would start to lose attraction for me because I wasn't the man that I was when we first met. I'm not saying don't deal with women. What I'm saying is, if you're going to deal with a woman, it has to be from a position of strength. Do you know how many times I failed this test? I was 18 years old, and I was messing with a woman. She was a little bit older than me. And what's so cold about it is that she just fell on my lap, around my way. We call it, she came up off the humble, just out of nowhere, just chose up. And everybody was trying to figure out how this happened. They was like, damn, how you get that jump? I was like, she just shows up on me. You see what I'm saying? Like nobody could figure out how I pulled this off. Old heads was trying to get at her, wasn't going nowhere. Dudes my age was trying to get at her, wasn't going nowhere. She just chose up, the stars aligned, so to speak. And at this time, I was about to ship off to the military, finish my training, and go on my deployment. And we hooked up, and I mean, for about 3 months, man, it was just me and her. But I started to realize that little by little, she lost attraction for me. And I know why now, but at the time I couldn't figure it out. And ultimately, I believe it's because I wasn't steadfast. It's because I didn't have discipline. It's because I allowed her to dictate some things. And it's because I didn't stand on principles. That's why. Gentlemen, no peace is worth you compromising your masculinity. No peace is worth you compromising your integrity. Again, this is not about women. This is about men standing on their squares. I don't know how many times I failed this test. The reason why I'm talking to y'all about this now is because this wouldn't happen to me in 2021. But that pain is still there because I failed time and time again. So when I tell y'all this isn't hyperbole. I don't do this for likes. This isn't for shock value. I don't do this for subs. This is for the men out there who are in a bad space, who are down bad. This is for the men out there who are looking for, you see what I'm saying, who are looking for a lighthouse, man. And that's me. I'm guiding you and showing you how to navigate through these dark and murky waters. Remember, we on the front lines together. We in a foxhole, man. It's trench warfare. Gentlemen, I don't know how many times I had to tell y'all, my numbers are up there. But if I had the infinity gauntlet right now, I would snap and cut those numbers in half so I could get my respect back, so I could get my dignity back. But I cannot. That's why it pains me when I see men going to the extreme lengths that they are for a little bit of feel good. It pains me because I was that man. Gentlemen, 143 days. 143 days. Now, when I say it's like a complete reboot, I mean a complete reboot. No sex. I don't watch. I stopped watching nasty movies and stuff a while ago because, like I told y'all, I was suffering from erectile dysfunction. You see what I'm saying? Like, my junk just didn't work anymore, but it was a lot of stuff that was going on. I wasn't waking up with erections in the morning frequently. You see what I'm saying? I went from being Mike Tyson to Mike Jones. So I said, okay, something has to change. And while it has gotten a lot better, it's still not, I mean, gentlemen, you know what I'm saying? I'm still not where I should be or where I was. So I'm debating whether or not I should be put on TRT. I really don't want to. You see what I'm saying? The people at the VA are trying to prescribe, are trying to get me on a TRT plan, but I just don't want to because, there's so many side effects with that. But, I don't know. We'll see. And after I have my visit with the urologist, I'm going to talk to you gentlemen about it, and I'm going to let you know, how I decide and how I'm going to move forward. But, you can't afford to be a slave to your lower nature. The only reason why I don't watch, and I'm just like, we could be honest here, right? Let's be honest here. The only reason why I stopped watching nasty movies and stopped beating my junk was because I started to experience erectile dysfunction. If I wasn't going through erectile dysfunction, man, who knows? But that was the sign that I needed. That was the sign that I needed to say, okay, cool, you know what? I need to take a step back and reassess some things. What's really important to me? I was just like y'all. Maybe I was worse. I could go on, like if I went on my Pornhub right now and entered in my little username, my playlist will come up. The Jones that I save, it would be like that on X videos. It would be like that on X Hamster. It would be like that on X and XX. But it's not that serious. I'm a thirst trap's worst nightmare. Gentlemen, prioritize your legacy over lays. There's 60 seconds in a minute. There are 60 minutes in an hour. There are 24 hours in a day. That means that all of your time should be devoted to building your empire. Eagles don't fly with pigeons. Remember, we smoking that Emperor pack looking down from Mount Olympus. I don't consult with mere mortals. I don't consult with mere mortals. Gentlemen, prioritize your legacy overlays. This is day 143. Peace.